Alright, we're back here with part 3. And here we're going to try to do the 6th and 7th rounds, and maybe even an 8th round if we have time. But let's recap right now who's got who on their teams out of the first 5 rounds. Mr. Schlegdaddy, in the first 5 rounds, he's gotten out of FCW, Kenneth Cameron, Leo Kruger, Leroy Parks. Out of WWE, Diva-wise, he's got Eve. And out of FCW, he was also on NXT for a while, Eli Cottonwood. Mr. Rout, after the first 5 rounds, he's gotten William Regal, Sophia Cortez out of FCW, Tyler Rex, Caitlyn, and out of FCW, Danielle Mohelt, whatever. Tasteless Tony T out of the first 5 rounds. Tasteless Tony T, Triple T, he's gotten Bo Rotunda, Kaylee Turner, Mike Dalton, Nikki Bella, and Jimmy Uso. Marvelous Mark. Marvelous Mark after the first 5 rounds has Vicky Guerrero, The Rock, Damien Sandow, Undertaker, and Seth Rollins. And Metal D, after the first 5 rounds, he's got Corey Graves, DT Porter, Marcus Owens, Leaky, and AJ Lee. And again, just to reiterate, this is my fans' appreciation, my way as a fan to thank the Off the Rope Show, the OTRS, for everything they did over the year to entertain us, make us laugh. Thank you for giving us the insight on what they feel was good and bad in wrestling, the reviews, and basically to thank them for taking time out to do sometimes their top 15 of why certain things were good and bad, as well as do the review series of the big 4 pay-per-views. So we continue on though, now with part 3 in this video series, and round 6, 7, and maybe 8. And we continue, and we start off once again with the Schlegdaddy. And Schlegdaddy, who do you get to start out round 6? Who's going to join your team to start out round 6? Schlegdaddy, your newest team member in round 6 will be... Well, I don't think you can really see his name, but I can. Schlegdaddy gets Percy Watson. That's right, Percy Watson joins the Schlegdaddy's team in round 6 to start out round 6. Mr. Rout, you are next. Who do you get to join your team in round 6? Let us see. Well, really getting into this, folks. Round 6, Mr. Rout gets, out of FCW, Dayton Dash. Dayton Dash goes to Mr. Rout. So Dayton Dash joins Mr. Rout's team. Alright, Triple T, Tasteless Tony T, let's see who you get. Tasteless Tony T, who joins your team in this 6th round? Who joins your team in this 6th round? Tony, who does Tony get? Tony gets in the 6th round. Oh! Cameron Lee! One of the Funkasaurus's dancing ladies, and who I think eventually is going to get a shot at competing real soon along with her dance partner. Not just dancing, but wrestling. So Cameron Lee joins Tasteless Tony T's team. Alright. And what is it? Here it is. Alright. Marvelous Mark, you're next. Who do you get in the 6th round? Marvelous Mark. Who does Marvelous Mark get in the 6th round? We're getting down to the nitty gritty, folks. Who does he get? Marvelous Mark gets... from NXT, FCW, and a guy I think the WWE is gonna get behind soon. Marvelous Mark, you get Derek Bateman on your team, so that's pretty good. Derek Bateman goes to Marvelous Mark's team. Alright, Marvelous Mark's got Derek Bateman now. Pretty cool. And where is Marvelous Mark? Here he is. And now for Metal D. Let's close out the 6th round with Metal D again. And Let's see who Metal D gets. Metal D, Metal D, Metal D. Who you get? Who you get? Who you get? Who does he get? Ooh! You got somebody that actually had a talk show one time on ECW when they had it around. Abraham Washington. Metal D gets Abraham Washington. How about that? So Abraham Washington goes to Metal D's team in the 6th round. Alright, and now we're getting down to round 7. Let's check the time here. Okay, I got about 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go, so maybe we'll do an 8th round. We'll see. Alright, so Metal D. So let's start the 7th round, I should say. Let's start round number 7 with the Schleg Daddy again. Schleg Daddy, who do you get to start out the 7th round with? Who joins your team in the 7th round? You get Schleg Daddy to start the 7th round with who does Schleg Daddy get? Oh, he gets Peter Over. Peter Over. In other words, remember the Russian guy out of TNA? The one that did the dance? That's right. You got him. You got him, Schleg Daddy. You got that guy. He's on your team. Congratulations. That starts you off in the 7th round. Mr. Round, let's continue on with Jewel. Let's see who you get in the 7th round to join your team. We're getting down to nitty gritty. But let's see who Mr. Rout gets to join his team. And Mr. Rout gets... Ooh, another guy I think WWE is going to get behind, possibly as a heel, because that's what he's doing right now in NXT. Mr. Rout gets Titus O'Neil. So Titus O'Neil joins Mr. Rout's team. Alright, Triple T, Tasteless Tony T, Mr. Townsend. Let's see who you get in the 7th round. Let's see who you get. This is going to be really interesting, Mr. Triple T, Mr. Tasteless Tony. Let's see who you get. And we mix it up here. And Tasteless Tony gets in the 7th round from FCW, Jake Carter. You get Jake Carter out of FCW to join your team. There you go, Tasteless Tony. Marvelous Mark, you're next, my friend. You are next. Who do you get to join your team in the 7th round? Who do you get, Marvelous Mark? Marvelous Mark, you get in the 7th round. You get, my friend, from FCW, you get James Bronson. James Bronson on Marvelous Mark's team out of FCW. So Marvelous Mark gets James Bronson on his team. And Metal D, we close out the 7th round with you. Let's see who you get. And if we have enough time, we'll do an 8th round. Let's see who you get. Metal D, you get to close out the 7th round. Who does Metal D get? Metal D gets CJ Parker. Metal D closes out the 7th round with CJ Parker on his team. So Metal D, where are you? Here you are. You close out the 7th round with CJ Parker out of FCW. Checking the time. Okay, plenty of time to do one more round, ladies and gentlemen. One more round. And that is the 8th round. And maybe we'll do a few more. Okay. Marvelous Mark. Okay, not Marvelous Mark. Schleg Daddy, let's start out this 8th round with you again. Yes, I'm going in order. Schleg Daddy, let's see who you get in the 8th round. Whoops! It's getting so down to the nitty gritty that we're losing a lot of papers here. But Schleg Daddy, let's see who you get. And Schleg Daddy gets in the 8th round to start him off. Ooh, another guy that was on NXT for a season, but down in FCW right now. Connor O'Brien. Connor O'Brien joins Mr. Schleg Daddy's team. So Schleg Daddy's got Connor O'Brien now. Alright, Mr. Rout, let's see who you get in this 8th round. Let's see if you can fare any better. Mr. Rout. Mr. Rout, you get in this 8th round. Who do you get? Who do you get in this 8th round? Mr. Rout gets Alexander Rosvi. Alexander Rosvi out of FCW. Okay, so Alexander Rosvi joins Mr. Rout's team. Triple T, who do you get? Let's see who you get, Triple T. Triple T, you will get. Triple T, Triple T, Triple T. Will get. Triple T, who do you get in the 8th round? Who do you get? Triple T gets in the 8th round Darren Young. Triple T gets Darren Young. So Tasteless Tony gets Darren Young. Okay. Darren Young goes to Triple T's team. Alright. Marvelous Mark, 8th round. What are you going to get in this 8th round? They always say sometimes in the later rounds of drafts and draft lotteries you can always be good. But who do you get in this 8th round? Marvelous Mark, Marvelous Mark. Who do you get? Who do you get? Who do you get? Oh! Marvelous Mark. You get Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley. You get Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley. So you got some pretty good guys so far. That's pretty cool. So Dean Ambrose goes to Marvelous Mark's team. Alright, Metal D. Let's close out the 8th round with you. And you know what, folks? I'm just going to go for I don't know how many rounds until this bowl is clean. And that's how much I appreciate the Off the Rope show. So, Metal D, let's close out this 8th round with Metal D gets woo woo, you know it, Zack Ryder. So Zack Ryder closes out the 8th round as Metal D's newest draftee in the 8th round. So Metal D, you closed out pretty good with the former United States champion. And we will be back with part 4.